If you are determined to make 2020 the year that you start your own business or grow that little side hustle bigger, this is the week for you. All week long, we're going to get expert advice from Sue Begent, who's a sales, marketing, and mindset coach. Welcome to the Help and Healing Hangout, Sue.
Thank you so much, Lisa. I know that so many of us are finding, our current environment so challenging. And so I thought I would start with some mindset tips. When we are faced with so many challenges and so many things in our environment that feel so huge and maybe oppressive, but what we can help with is how do we show up in our own lives. I think one of the things that can help immensely is to remember that we get what we focus on. And so there are so many thoughts that go through our mind every single day. I think a great analogy is they're like trains. They're going by all the time, passing and passing and passing. But there's only a few that we decide to get actually into the carriage. And those are the thoughts we energize. So let me give you an example. You might be driving along, going somewhere. And in your head, you'll have all of these different thoughts will pass through. Some of them will be good. Some of them will be worry thoughts. Now, it's the ones that we hook into. Because a worry thought is something like, am I going to be able to pay that bill? Is it, what's going to happen? Then we hook into it and we energize it. And then we feel terrible. Now, the bill will have to be paid, or we can find a way through, regardless. But when we free ourselves up by not hooking into those thoughts, but we actually allow ourselves to go, you know what, it's perfectly fine that I'm worried about. But, I also have some good things going on. And actually, I can control some things in my environment. Like, I know I've been worrying a lot about what's going on in the news, but I don't have to listen to that every day. I can actually switch off my TV. What happens when we stop worrying and we start choosing what we're focusing on is our stress levels can go down. And that means that opens our ability to see more solutions. And then maybe we hadn't thought about getting on the phone and actually saying, could I have a payment plan? When we're in that, oh my goodness, I have to pay it or whatever. We stop thinking about potential solutions.
I know you've got some exercises that you think could help us. What are they?
So actually, what I have is a resource that I personally use every morning. And it's in a little book, and it's called The Last Law of Attraction book that you'll ever need to read. It contains 10 wonderful short exercises. And if you're looking for something, just simple and easy to do, I recommend that book to you. So it's called The Last Law of Attraction book you'll ever need to read. The last thought I'd like to leave you with today is one that's really helpful if you just feel as though you're overwhelmed and there are things in your life that are just spreading over everything. Think of this. We all need sleep. And so if we get 8 hours of sleep, that leaves 7 hours to work. Now we're up to 15 hours. We spend 5 hours with our family, people we care about, our friends, or connecting with people, or doing something we love. That then leaves us with 2 hours to do all of the life chores, cooking the meals, doing the ironing, washing, whatever.
Yeah.
And 2 hours where we can actually feed ourselves. That time in the morning to do a little meditative practice, to do these abundance practices, time to actually walk in nature and have some exercise, which makes our bodies feel better. So I offer that because when you think of 24 hours that way, you realize, I think for all of us, I remind myself of this when my life gets out of balance. This is how to get it back into balance. And personally, I need 7 hours of sleep a night. So I actually use the tip that I'm going to share with you tomorrow, the hour before I go to bed. So I look forward to sharing that.
Look forward to hearing it. Sue Begent, more with you all this week on the Help and Healing Hangout. Thanks so much for sharing these tips.
Thank you.